Hello everybody and welcome back again. This is going to be another review here today. As you're probably aware, this is for the Bionic Woman complete series set. We did earlier the $6 Million Man, and I suggest you have both series together. This one's going to be specifically, we're going to focus on the Bionic Woman set, and this is the complete series set. When you have both sets together, the nice thing is all the intertwined episodes you're going to have both together. So that's why I suggest you buying both together. Otherwise you're going to get half of one and then half of another and miss episodes. So this set here is actually the Bionic Woman set. As you probably notice on here, it does say SD on Blu-ray. This is something unique in Germany that they do that I haven't found anywhere else yet. They release some sets that it's a uptick in detail and color a little bit and things like that, but it's put on Blu-ray, so obviously the discs last longer, they don't get scratched easily, and it is an uptick in detail a little bit. I did notice when you play the DVD versus the Blu-ray, it's a little sharper, a little clearer, but it's not a full remaster, this set, like the $6 Million Man set is. So that's the only downside of the Bionic Woman set. Now again, this over the American DVD release is by far a better set. Playing both side by side, you'll see that there's a little bit more color, a little bit more detail. It's a little bit not as foggy. It's hard to explain, but on the DVDs it just has like a like film residue, a fogginess to it that this clears up a little bit. Again though, this is not a full HD remaster like any of the other $6 Million Man set that I went over as, but I definitely suggest getting them together. This is the best that's been released of Bionic Woman that's available. And so that's why when I say get this set, I definitely suggest having this if you're going to get the $6 Million Man. That way you have the complete story. This includes all the original music as well, which is a big thing. The US DVD release did not include, as far as everybody's been griping about basically, is that it didn't include all of the original music. This does include it all. So that's another big bonus of why I suggest getting it all in one set. The other big deal is, if you probably noticed, it's not very big. It's about the size of a small book, and it actually is a book-like case, which I did like. It opens like a book, like a hardcover book. The set itself is very nice. I like that it's not, again, in a huge box set that you have to set somewhere. This is the entire Bionic Woman series in a nice small case. I'll show you here on the inside. When you open this up, you're going to have your first disc right over here. And this is for season 1, and so they put all of one season on the disc, which is also because it's a Blu-ray, it's not a DVD, so you're not having to fight around with, hey, that you got 10 different DVD discs or whatever to get them all. It's a Blu-ray, so it's on there. It does have, again, a nice booklet in here. It does say Office of Scientific Intelligence. It is in English on the front here, which is a nice touch. You open it up, it's going to, again, have your episode titles in German and then in English. So again, when you're wanting to look up what the episodes are and, hey, I'm wanting to watch this episode or I'm wanting to watch that episode, all you simply got to do is go in here and you can open it up, right? It'll tell you right what it is. So season 1, it'll tell you episode part 1, part 2, which is a nice touch. So that way as you're going through, you don't have to go look them up online. You can just simply go through this and it tells you the episode titles. It also tells you things like when it was aired. So like this episode was 1976. Which I think those are nice things that you can see when the episode was aired, what the episode title is, things like that. As you go through the book, it talks about the episodes, and then it gives little pictures and things that are going along through the episode. So I did like that the book is, again, it's inside a bookcase. So it's already inside there. The back of it has a nice picture on it, obviously the Bionic Woman. Then you get to the back, and there's your other 2 discs. This is going to be season 2 and season 3. So the entire Bionic Woman series is all in here as well. It does have a plastic housing around the case. That is what the actual discs themselves sit into, as a plastic housing. So that is nice, keeps them secure. Again, I didn't have any issues with scratch discs or anything because it's a Blu-ray and because they were stored in there securely. Nothing was loose. This set itself does not cost nearly as much as some of the other sets that we've talked about in the past, or even the $6 Million set. Because it's an SD on Blu-ray, it does not cost as much, which is a nice benefit of it. I do like how small the case is as well. It goes right along with the $6 Million Man. When you have them sitting next to each other, they make a nice case on your shelf. So you've got $6 Million Man here, obviously with his picture, Lee Major's picture, Universal, and again, then you got Lindsay Wagner, her picture, Universal, and again, So when they're sitting on your shelf, they make a nice set together. And then you have the complete series. So if you have both of them, you have the complete series together. So that's why I definitely suggest if you're going to get both, buy Bionic Woman and $6 Million Man together. That way you get the complete series together. Now we're going to talk about the image quality on this. So Bionic Woman, again, it's an upgrade over the DVD, but it's not drastic like what you're going to have with the remastered $6 Million Man set. This set itself does look nicer than the DVDs, but as you'll see here, it looks good, but it's not going to be a complete HD remaster. Better than the DVDs. How much better? I'd probably say about 10%. You're about 10% better picture quality than the DVDs, but you also get all the original music in this, whereas the US sets didn't have all the original music in them. So some people complain saying, hey, this has got missing, this song or missing that song. This is the original way it was. It's all right here. So that's a benefit of having it this way. Again, you can get this set from Amazon.de, which is the Amazon Germany set. And you just can buy it through there. It's very easy. They'll ship it to your home in America. No special Blu-ray player required. So you get this set, you pop it in your Blu-ray player, you're good to go. You don't have to worry about having a region-free Blu-ray player. You don't have to worry about, hey, is this disc gonna play because I need a region 1, or region 2, or region A, or region... You're good to go. Just like $6 Million set, you buy this set, you can play it in any Blu-ray player in the world, you're good to go. It's unlocked, ready to play. So that's a big, big benefit of this set as well, is that it doesn't matter where you're buying it, you get the set, you play it in your Blu-ray player, you're good to go. The story itself is very similar, obviously, to a lot of the $6 Million Man. Because they're tied together, they have a lot of ongoing episodes where one of them will have to help the other one. I don't want to give away all the story, but basically she gets injured the same as Lee Major's character in $6 Million Man, and they end up putting bionic parts on her that then make her kind of a robot in a sense. She's still got human features, and she's still obviously a human brain, and it's still her. It's just she has like robotic arms and legs, things like that. Action adventure, there are some drama in it. Sci-fi is obviously included in it because we don't have bionic people right now that we know of specifically, but so it's a sci-fi series, action adventure. It keeps things moving along. The stories are well done. The image quality on this, again, is going to be a slight uptick, about 10% better than what you're going to get in the DVDs with the original music. I still recommend it. Score for this, I wish it would have been completely HD remastered, like the $6 Million Man set that I've been referencing. That set looks beautiful. The benefit, though, is when you have both of these, some of the Bionic Woman episodes that are 2 parts are in that $6 Million set remastered. So when you're going back and forth between them, the nice thing is you do get some of the Bionic Woman ones basically remastered if you have both sets. So it's a nice trade-off having them both together. I like having them both from the same company instead of having a DVD and then having a Blu-ray remastered set. I like that they were both on Blu-ray. That way I didn't have to worry about the discs, and that way, like I said, they both match sitting on your shelf. You know what you've got, and that way they're both sets together. Story-wise, as far as this goes, this obviously did not run nearly as long as the $6 Million Man. So this set itself has 3 seasons. I did enjoy it. Bionic Woman, I always thought she was a little bit more sadder of a story after watching it. Simply because if you've watched the series, or you're going to watch it, which I hope you do after watching this review, and you want to get it, the show, and watch it, but she has a little bit sadder of a story. Obviously not remembering things because of the car and the accidents that have happened to her that have damaged her mind. She can't remember certain people, and her memory's just not all there the way it used to be. So I thought it's a little sadder, her part of the story, but very good combining it together. I thought it was great, even for like if it was a modern show that was on TV today, and they had it combining 2 different shows together where you'd cycle from one show to another show, and then you'd come back and you'd have, basically, hey, this character's playing on this episode tonight. Hey, a week later, this show's going to have that character, but in the other show. I thought that was very unique, especially for the time period, the 70s and things like that. They did a great job with that and keeping the story going. I mean, the gentleman that's in charge of both of them, obviously is the same gentleman, same actor that's in both shows. So that makes a big difference too. As you're going along, you're getting 2 parts of a story that kind of intertwine together, and then the characters will appear in between each one. I thought that was really well done, really well done. When I was watching this series, I did never find myself saying, I didn't really like this or I didn't really like that. I haven't had anything that I really disliked about the series. It keeps things moving and interesting, and each episode has a different story or a different theme behind it. Definitely keeps things interesting the entire time. I recommend the series. Score-wise for this Blu-ray set, because it's not HD, it is hard because it's SD on Blu-ray, so it's better than the DVD. We're looking at an 8.0 for this, and I wish I could have given it higher than that. I really wanted to, and I liked the show, and the score's not the show was bad. It's just that because it's not remastered, I can't go above that. It's not been remastered on this set, so you are getting a standard definition picture, just slightly better, 10% better than what you're going to get on the DVD with the original music. So there are some benefits to that. The DVD set itself that's been released in America, I'd give the DVD set itself about a 7. And you say to yourself, what makes it a whole 1 point higher is the fact of that it is an uptick in detail and all the original music's included. And I'm a big fan of having the best quality that I can find of a show. And then also having it on Blu-ray is a nice benefit because I don't have to worry about the disc being scratched. And then on top of that, the other big thing is because it has all the original music, I like having things the original way that it was. With the Bionic Woman set, you're going to want to change the language feature, and I'll put a little remote here again so you kind of get it. Same thing at your main menus, your menus that are listed on there. It'll say English or Deutsch, which you just choose which you want, English or German. Obviously, if you're playing in America and you want English, you're going to click the English before you even play the episode. So you don't necessarily have to always go in and set your subtitles on the remote. But the nice thing is, you can choose it from the main menu in English, and then it'll just play all the episodes in English. So that's a benefit on that Blu-ray set is you can choose either at the main menu right there. It's an option right there. And then it plays just in English as normal, the original soundtrack and audio that was played in America on television that was there. It is upgraded a little bit in audio quality, though. It does include Dolby Digital 2.0 stereo. So again, it's going to be 2.0, but it is in Dolby Digital. That is a nice thing. Obviously, it's going to be in 4.3 format on your screen, which that's just the way the TV shows 1.33, for example, was aired on TV at that time. So it'll have your black bars on the sides of it. So when you're watching it, that's just the way it was. The image is in the middle and then your black bars are on the side because they didn't have widescreen TVs like that back in the 70s. So that's just how it was filmed. So that's not a big deal. No issues ever playing any of it. So quality on that was nice. The Dolby Digital was a nice upgrade on the sound. Not as great of an upgrade as what they did with the actual $6 Million Man set, but this was a decent upgrade, a little bit better sounding than obviously the DVD set did. So that's what you have as far as the audio quality goes on it. I hope you've enjoyed this review today. If you have questions, please comment below. I'll put a link for the $6 Million Man review below as well. That way, if you're watching one or the other, you can get to that link and go watch the other part of this. This is a two-part review because I do believe if you're buying the sets, you need to get them together. That way you have the entire series. Otherwise, you're only getting part of the story and then you're going to miss out on some of the other episodes. So I definitely say get them together. That way you have them all intertwined together. The review itself for this, again, 8.0 for this side of the actual Bionic Woman set. I appreciate your time today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I hope you'll join me next time. Please like, subscribe, and share. And otherwise, I hope you all have a blessed day, and thanks for your time.